Mia had never liked mirrors. Something about them unsettled her, the way they seemed to hold more than just reflections. But when she moved into her new apartment, the massive antique mirror in the bedroom was too heavy to remove. It had been there when she arrived, framed in ornate gold, its surface slightly warped with age. The landlord insisted it was part of the charm. Mia wasn't so sure. The first night, she avoided looking at it as she got ready for bed. But as she turned off the light, she caught something, just a flicker of movement, in the glass. She froze, her breath hitching. It was probably just a trick of the dim light. She pulled the covers over her head and forced herself to sleep. The next night, she saw it again. A shape moving behind her reflection. It was too dark to make out, but it was there. Watching. Mia's skin crawled. She spun around, but her room was empty. "Just my imagination," she whispered. But as the nights passed, the figure in the mirror became clearer. It wasn't just a shadow. It was her. A perfect replica of herself, standing in the reflection, but it was wrong. The eyes were too wide, the lips curled into an almost imperceptible smirk. And it didn't move the way she did. Sometimes, it lagged. Sometimes, it didn't move at all. On the fifth night, Mia decided she had had enough. She grabbed a sheet and flung it over the mirror. As she turned to leave, she heard it. A soft tap, tap, tap from behind the covered glass. She swallowed hard, backing away. The tapping grew louder. More insistent. Then rip! The sheet slid to the floor. Mia's reflection stood there, grinning. But this time, it wasn't copying her movements. It raised a hand and pressed it against the glass. Slowly, deliberately, it pushed forward. The surface rippled like water. Mia tried to run, but the mirror version of her lunged, arms stretching unnaturally long. The last thing Mia saw was her own face, twisted, hungry, pulling her into the glass. The next morning, the mirror was still there. But now, when someone walked past, their reflection would linger just a second too long, smiling when it shouldn't. Waiting.